All right, we should be live. Hopefully you guys can hear me or whatever. Let me just do one quick
Yep,
note.
there we go.
Yeah, okay, so we're good. What's going on, guys? It's good to see all of you. Okay, why is it not see all of you? All right, good. Nice. We're in. We are in. We are ready to go. I hope everyone is doing well. I do apologize for this, guys. There's been a slight delay going on as of late. I'm making dinner right now and I may have to eat. So Shadow is going to cover for you guys.
Yeah,
Thank you for the.
I'll do my best.
Yeah. It's awesome. Really appreciate it. Yes, we are live. Yes, we are, my friend. If you guys have any questions, we do have topics, but we'll do those in a bit. So if you want to ask me and shout out some questions, we're hoping to get more people in the panel here pretty soon. I want to get Vixen in here because right now it's just dead quiet. So, wow, we already got 6 views. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining. We really appreciate it. We really do. It's good to see all of you. You guys are amazing. It's great to see the anime community jump in and thrive. It's just awesome.
Yeah, we're a great bunch here on YouTube.
We are. We really are. And like I say, there are some that can be complete idiots.
Absolutely.
That have like no respect in a way for certain people, but they do what they want and that's how they are. I'm gonna try to get some other stuff going on, but we'll see how it turns out. Let me see. So right now it's only 6:15 my time, and everything should be good to go. I wonder if I can. Okay, so genres of anime. Let's see. All right, I have a question for all of you guys. What have you guys been watching as of late in the chat? What have you guys been watching? What's been on your anime watch list, and what are you looking forward to in the fall season coming in? Like, what's on your agenda?
Yeah, what show are you the most hyped for the fall season? I'd like to know that too.
Thank you very much, Christina. I greatly appreciate that. It's tough getting up to 100 subs. The idea is to make a lot of videos, but the thing that people have to understand is that I don't make videos every day, and I can't do that because I have a job, and it's hard. It's really hard to do something like this. So I have to be able to do an unboxing video at least once or twice a month, but I do what I can, and I give it my best every day. So it is what it is. Oh yeah.
Let's see, Alderman and Garo the Hero says Alderman and Mob Psycho he's been catching up on.
I do want to see Mob Psycho. It looks interesting. So I hope it comes out. It looks really interesting. So yeah, we'll see how they are. I'm just gonna let her know that we're live right now, so she can just join the chat, and we'll go from there. So if there are any questions, Shadow, can you let me know when you can?
Absolutely.
Oh, definitely. Right now. So, whoops, sorry. Free to join in chat. There we go. That way she has it, and whenever she gets home, I know she's gonna hate my messages, but that's okay. Oh yeah. Well, if you're too old school, man, that's your opinion, dude. Everyone, like I say, man, everyone has their own opinions on what they want to see and what they like. You just have to figure out what you wanna do.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to watch only a couple shows a season instead of trying to watch everything in the current season. I don't know
Oh
how
yeah,
some
there's no.
people do that and not get like completely burnt out.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you're marathoning through a particular show.
Hmm.
Like if you buy it on Blu-ray and you just kind of watch like. See, with me, I try not to marathon throughout the whole like marathon through the whole show in one day because one, if you stare at your TV long enough, it's gonna hurt your eyes, and that's not good.
Yeah.
And I had friends that have done that. They hurt their eyes, and it's not safe. It's really not that good. You wanna keep yourself like steady and just be ready for the worst. So just you got to keep yourself posted. Oh man, I got a message here. Let me see. Okay, never mind. It's not. It's nothing YouTube related.
So Timothy Burley says Psycho Passo is really good. If you've seen that, I've not seen it myself. Andy likes Cowboy Bebop.
Oh yeah, you got to go for Cowboy Bebop. It's a good show, and yeah, Psychopaths is really good. I like it. It's not a bad show. You know what? I'm gonna turn my fan off real quick because it's getting kind of cold in here. There we go. That way, there's no distortion in the room because it's getting kind of cool. Okay, I'm currently watching Psychopaths.
Psychopaths. Fantasy and Ash.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey there,
welcome.
bud. It's good to see you again. How you doing?
So we're welcome because Scorpion and welcome Magi Addict.
Hey, Magi. It's good to see you. Good to see you as well. Glad to hear you.
I hear your cat meowing in the background, Anime
Yeah,
Atlas.
he's upset.
That's adorable.
I know because he wants in my room. He really does. It's amazing. Hey, Scorpion, you're the guy that was on Vixen's stream last time, right? If I'm not mistaken. I don't remember. If I remember, wasn't your actual name Ben? If not, then I do apologize. Because I could bring you in here and you can join.
Yep. Garo the Hero would like to know, have you watched Black Lagoon? He says that's pretty good along the same lines.
Yes, I actually have watched Black Lagoon. Oh, God, I can't say it right. It looks really good. Like it looks amazing. The story is just amazing. There's a good amount of action in there, and it's amazing how the characters in that show really develop. It's awesome. I know once I go eat dinner, man, you're gonna have a hard time. You have the link, right?
Yeah.
All right. So if someone wants to join, hopefully it's not the people that I want to bring in. Just give them that link, but don't give it to them in the chat, please. Otherwise,
yeah, private message them.
Yeah, just message them.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get Drac here, because he did just text me back.
Oh yeah. What did he say?
Well, he just asked what time, and I told him live now. He hasn't said anything else, but I'll email him the link.
Give him the link and he'll join.
Let's see.
Oh, let me mute my phone. There we go. Deadmeister, not right now. We're gonna keep this short for tonight. But maybe next Saturday, we'll invite you in. Okay.
As a matter of fact, just as a heads up for anybody who's interested, my fellow YouTuber Drac2326, he's probably going to be doing his own 100 sub stream special. So for anybody who wants to watch that, we'll be there.
Oh, definitely. So my figures you have. So any figures? Figures, not very much right now. As far as because right now, dude, because I really want to get some of the more expensive figures from like Good Smile Company, because they make the way how they make their figures is really amazing. So I think I'll catch up on some figures. I do want to get, because I'm trying to make room for more figures and do all that. I'm going to put a few figures on my desk here next to my computer so that, at least they're here. They're not anywhere else. I think, honestly, figure hunting is great. But the thing that when you live in a house that has like a bit of a small bedroom, you want to have space for those figures. And it's tricky because you want to find a good spot. I mean, I can put some on my bookshelf, like in front of the Blu-rays and DVDs, and that could help. But I rather have them sitting up a little bit higher on the bookshelf than putting them down there. But I don't know. I'll see what I can do. What about you, Shadow?
Oh, figures, huh? My God, the problem is I'm running out of space to put figures. But who knows? Chances are, when I go to Anime Bonsai in October, I'm going to come back with one or two.
Right.
But I'm going to try and focus a little more on DVD buying, trying to fill up my backlog of to-buy anime.
Mm-hmm.
I need to make out my shopping list. It's unfortunate. There's a few titles I would like, but they're not going to be out in time for Bonsai, so I'll have to get them later.
Right. I was gonna say, don't you have any collector's editions of stuff that you have,
For DVDs or what?
like DVDs and Blu-rays?
Collectors? No, not really. I don't think so. I've had a few. I have a few complete collections, like old school ADV thin packs, or
Oh, you're lucky ass.
I have the box set of the first Haruhi Suzumiya series. Didn't have any extras with it. It's just
Hold on.
all DVDs box set.
Hang on. I'm gonna continue with the chat. I'm gonna go put the cat to bed because he's being annoying.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
So while he's away, I'll just continue boasting about what I own, apparently. And I'll get to your question in a moment, Garo. But as for collections I have, I guess the only other special box that I would have is Girl Who Leapt Through Time, which came with the soundtrack when it was released by Bandai. Okay. To answer your question, Garo the Hero, any anime I would like adapted into games? I can't say I have any I could name off the top of my head. Maybe any of the Girls with Guns shows that I've talked about on my channel before. Thus, I think would make some fun video games, but only if I could get a guarantee that it would actually come here to America and not just stay in Japan like so many anime games unfortunately do. But thank God for Steam, because a lot of Steam games have been like small visual novels or indie kind of anime styled games, so at least we get that. And Anime Atlas should really mute his microphone when he steps away from his desk, because we can hear everything that's going on in the background. Him wrestling with a cat and various assorted background voices. So, keep on with the questions or other comments that you want to make, chat, and I'll just keep trying to entertain you. I apologize. I'm not usually the most entertaining person. That's why I don't host a lot of these streams by myself that often. I do these maybe once in a year if I can. Oh, I'm really bad at this. Yes, it is a grumpy cat. Well, awesome anime fan, welcome to the video. Anime Atlas again has stepped away, but I am the one temporarily hosting for the time being. And I just feel like a million piercing eyes are staring at me, even though I'm safely behind my computer screen. I have no idea what's going on back there. I thought maybe he was coming back.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh, thank you. It was annoying. All right, so what do we get? All right, anime fan, what are you doing? Let me see. Game. I think it's out now, if I'm not mistaken.
Unless, yeah, the game should be out
Yeah,
now.
the game should be out now.
Like the second series, I believe, is coming in next spring.
Yeah, they confirmed spring 2017 is what they said, but we don't know the actual date. PS4, man. PS4, one of my favorite systems of all time so far. Well, then you better go pick it up, man. Make sure you have your receipt. Make sure you have it because the receipt will get you your copy of the game. That's why I hardly ever pre-order these days. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially from GameStop. What did Drek say?
I haven't heard back from him.
Oh, come on, dude.
But yeah, I went ahead and emailed.
Oh, by
there
the
he
way,
is.
he's already here. Just so-
There he is.
Who's here? What? I have no idea what you're talking about.
dude, you
I'm
know.
plotting against you.
You're always plotting against me. This is not a surprise to me, Shadow Blazer. It's not.
All right, man. We're here. We are. There's three of us. Yay. So what's up, Drake? What's new with you?
Not much. I've actually been recording today as well as getting a bunch of other work done, including getting myself ready for WoW rating.
Okay, man.
So-
I'll check out your message. Give me 1 second. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I saw your Metal Gear video, by the way.
Hey, I'm happy about that.
Of course.
I'm happy whenever you see any of my videos because I'm a well, I can't say that.
Oh,
I was
okay.
gonna say I'm a cheap whore when
right.
it comes to media.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go eat dinner real fast. It's gonna be about 15 minutes, so I'm leaving you guys in charge.
That's not a good idea.
This is about to become the Draken Shadow Super Show yet again, only on someone else's channel.
It's the Dragon Shadow Super Show.
Oh God, anything but that Mario one. It was awful.
What? You didn't like Captain Lou Albano?
No, Captain Lou Albano was pretty good, but
All right.
yeah.
All right, we can deal with that. Well, yeah, we don't have ultimate power, so yeah, go ahead and eat your dinner, and then we'll.
You
we'll see
do
what
have
we can do here.
moderation, by the way, just so you know.
Ooh, cool. I have moderators. So basically, what you say is I have unlimited power. Yes,
Star Wars Episode 3 reference, I guess.
exactly. Well, I reference that whenever I can because that's a great moment. It's a great hammy moment.
Oh yeah, of course. All right, I got a message here. Okay.
Christina Johnson would like to know, oh my god, what in the world was that? You'll have to get used to Drek, Christina. He's a little eccentric and perhaps a little more crazy.
No,
He
no,
hasn't taken his meds.
no, seriously, Alex, tell him how you really feel.
You haven't taken your meds lately, and you like to push my buttons whenever you can.
Well, you know, I think somebody actually made the accusation on Draken Shadow that I've killed you on a number of occasions.
You have, but I've always come back.
All right.
Well, I was gonna say,
I'm
yeah,
gonna go fast and then
the Evil Dead curse or whatever. Or, no, you're like Dracula. You just always come back. You always find a way to come back.
all right. I'll be back, guys. Go ahead and throw in some topics if you want, just to keep the guys entertained while I'm gone, and I'll be back. All right.
I will let Alex do the topics because he's been here before,
Okay.
more than me, and then I will just read the chat. So
Okay.
that's what
All
I
right.
do.
That's mostly what we're going to do.
All right, guys. Be back.
I'm glad you saw my little joke video, Awesome Anime Fan. That was a fun little video to make.
Bodeka, is that the one that you did on YouTube?
You'll have to be a little more specific, Adam, because I do all my videos on
Well,
YouTube.
no, there was the one you did that was like your "Where's the Fair Use?" It was like a spoof video of all the fair use crap that's going on YouTube.
Oh yeah, it wasn't
that-
just fair. It wasn't just fair use. It was also spoofing the updates and enforcement of YouTube's terms of service. So you're right.
Was Modeka the anime that you were quote reviewing on that one?
Yeah, I was. That I was doing it without saying so as a joke spoof to geez, what am I saying? Yeah, to again parody everything that's been going on with YouTube between copyright and their terms of service updates.
You mean all the crap that you were just barely dealing with?
Yeah.
Any shows you would like Funimation to redub? Oh, jeez. Since a lot of the Viz people that I love are actually kind of doing work for Funimation now, I would love a lot of the Gundam series to be redubbed, because I would like for them to try and find ways to be able to plug Steve Bloom in there. Well, he doesn't work for Funimation, but he works with them. I'd love to see Johnny Bosch show up a couple times. I think he's done Funimation stuff.
Yeah, he's done some Funimation.
And a lot of others. But unfortunately, that's kind of the limitation that's been there. Other things I'd like to see redubbed by Funimation.
I would love it. I really wish they would redub Cardcaptor Sakura with a proper dub, because
yes,
there's only two dubs we have.
I'm going to stop you there, because they need to can we not just redub it? Can we rehash it kind of thing? Can we retranslate it and give it the legit One Piece-esque treatment that it deserves?
It has. I mean, the set I have from NIS America in the subtitles is the proper series with the proper names and everything else. But there is a dub on it, but it's just really awful because it's one of those cheaply made dubs from Asia that was made way back in the day, made in Singapore.
Yeah. I want Sailor Moon Crystal back to where it was. I don't get it. So I thought it was just on one dub. I don't remember Crystal being redubbed.
Yeah. Christina Johnson, are you maybe talking about the original dub?
I think you might be talking about the original, and then now we have the new, but I didn't even think that Crystal got dubbed. It was all subbed.
I believe it is being dubbed now. Or, okay. I mean, it is new and it's still ongoing, but I believe it has been dubbed so far. Because the original series has been dubbed, and so I'm pretty certain Crystal's being dubbed as well.
It wouldn't surprise me that they do it, because for crying out loud, it's Sailor Moon.
Yeah,
there's no way that they wouldn't do it. Redub Attack on Titan? Absolutely not. Unless what you're talking about is taking the live action movie and getting the dubbed actors from Attack on Titan to voice their counterparts. That might actually be very hilarious.
Hilarious, yeah, but I cannot stand live action dubbing. Animation I'm perfectly fine with, but live action, it always looks wrong to me.
Well, that's why I have no problem with the Attack on Titan live action movie, is because that would just make it funnier.
That's true.
That's what could happen there. See, they picked up the license for Lucky Star and re-released it, and I really want to get it, but I don't have the money. Is that Crystal you're talking about? Awesome Anime Fan?
He's talking about Lucky Star, the anime series.
Oh, okay. I don't know what Lucky Star. I'm sorry.
It's because you're a filthy casual. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Filthy daddy casual.
Lucky Star is like a 2008 anime, I believe, 2007, 2008 or so. It's you know what Haruhi Suzumiya is, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I haven't watched it all the way through, but I get the concept of it.
Yeah, it's by the same author, so it's in the same vein. It's a spoof of anime tropes, basically.
Okay. I'm just going to throw this out here. What about the Central Park Media dubs? Because I know a lot of those actually would have lasting grace if they didn't have horrible dubs. Pat Labor comes to mind. Would we be okay with Funimation redubbing some of those projects?
Maybe. I mean,
I don't want Empty Geist, people. Please don't start mentioning. I don't want Empty Geist redubbed. But I mean, there are things like Pat Labor that we have a really lame Central Park Media dub, or I want to say, I think, something. Gunsmith Cats is also a Central Park Media dub, and I would like to see that redone as well.
Yeah,
I'm talking with the Funimation stable, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sentai Filmworks redubbed Grave of the Fireflies a few years back. That was originally by Central Park Media. it kind
Yes,
of perplexes me why, because I thought I seen the original with the Central Park dub. I thought it was fine.
just because they wanted to be able to do that. I still remember the story that I heard, like where Disney was approached with getting Grave of the Fireflies, and they said, yeah, not with a 30-foot pole.
I'm surprised they could have put it under their Touchstone label.
I think they literally looked at it and said it's so damn depressing. I don't think we'd be able to sell it at all. That's at least my thoughts on the matter. I mean, I've been told horribly to avoid Grave of the Fireflies, and it's just simply because they, like, my friends look at me and go, "Yeah, you want something happier than this."
Yeah, but you best go with My Neighbor Totoro in that case.
Yes, and I love Totoro. In fact, I'm
Totoro's a
going to
great
get
movie.
Totoro for my daughter. Grave of the Fireflies is a Studio Ghibli movie.
Yes.
It's one of the ones done by Isao Takahata.
That's right.
He has very few films on the Ghibli list. I've seen one or two of them. I've seen My Neighbors the Yamadas. I've seen a little bit of Pompoko. But I've never seen Grave of the Fireflies, and frankly, I'm going to take my friend's advice on this one. They know me better than me.
Yeah, I can't strongly recommend it either, unless you. It's hard. I mean, it's got to be somebody I know who could take a movie like that and just be able to, at the end of the day, shrug it off.
Yeah,
Which sounds a little weird, callous for such a serious movie with a very, dare I say, important and serious topic, to say shrug it off. But you can't let the movie get to you at the end of the day. But if you're the type who could let it get to you, then
and
it's
here's the thing too.
negatively, adversely
Before
affect
people
you.
start putting this in the chat, I've seen depressing movies before.
Mhm.
That's not my issue with it. But the problem is that we're I have no problem admitting this because I chronically deal with depression on a daily basis. Seeing stuff like that is very taxing. And so at that point, when friends literally look me in the eye and go, "Yeah, you would not be in a good place after seeing that," then I know probably to stay away from it. What about Ponyo? I have not seen any. Wow, awesome anime fan! You claim to be an awesome anime fan and you've never seen a Ghibli movie? I'm sorry. I need to double check with Shadow Blazer. Shadow Blazer, that's a geek card removal right there, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Come on, your anime geek card, awesome anime fan. Your awesome geek
Hand
card.
it over. We must tear it up now. No, we're kidding. Yeah,
No,
check
we're
out
just
some
gonna spend it.
for anybody who wants to check out some Ghibli movies. Obviously, you can't go wrong with the critically acclaimed ones, but I also would suggest some of the ones like Ponyo is really great for young audience, for younger kids especially.
I haven't seen Ponyo. I would recommend Totoro for kids. I'm going to get it for my daughter. The Wind Rises, obviously, because it's like one of the most viewed videos on our channel
Yes.
when we reviewed it. And I would also recommend Whispers of the Heart. I still love that movie. Like when I'm really down, I dig that out and watch it. That's another one that I would recommend. That and Castle in the Sky. Castle in the Sky is still, even though I haven't finished all of the Ghibli canon, it's still my favorite. Probably second to Wind Rises.
Mm-hmm.
See, I was at Best Buy today and I saw Ponyo there, and you didn't buy it
And you didn't
again.
buy
Your
it?
card, man. Your card.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Ponyo's cute, and I want you to show that to your daughter also with Totoro, because Totoro and Ponyo both are great movies.
It'll probably happen. I will want to watch it first just to make sure, but
It's
more
rated G,
because-
Adam. It's rated G.
let me finish. I would also want to watch it for my own personal satisfaction. And then I can let her watch it. When I have a pristine disc and then she hasn't ruined it.
Right.
I
always want to make suggestions that I think would be great for Adam's daughter when she's a tad bit older, say 4 or 5 years old. And Adam's always worried I'm gonna show her Love Hina when she's 5.
would you not be? I'm already worried also that a friend of mine who's pretty much her god uncle, as far as I am concerned, or her married, or he's her uncle. Bottom line, he's like my second, the brother that comes from another mother for me, and he's already recommending or stuff that he's going to show her is Sui Kid in the movie. He's going to show her Akira. and the other one was Love Hina. And I'm just like, no Love Hina. I can't do it anymore. Someone was surprised that I have not seen Spirited Away. I am also surprised you haven't seen Spirited Away. I mean, I'm not saying that it's. I'm not saying, like, I know it's the critically acclaimed one. It's not my favorite, but I agree because you should watch a movie before letting your kid watch it. If for no other reason, then you get a pristine disc out of it.
That's why you buy a spare copy.
Is there a sequel to an anime you would like to see?
Plenty.
I get lots of a lot of the things that I want to see. I either get a movie for or I get a sequel. Because again, hardcore Gundam fan. So if I wanted a sequel, like a movie, a legit movie for Seed, and I got Seed Destiny out of it. Double O, I wanted another season, and instead I got a movie, and I still think the movie's okay. No, a kid should not watch Akira. No, especially in the horrible 80s dub.
Akira, not for kids. Silly rabbit.
Yeah, exactly. Whoever thinks that it is, I don't know what to tell you. Yes, Akira is not for kids, but I find it funny that I've seen like the old school dub, the old dub, the original, and people keep on recommending that I need to see the new one with Johnny Bosch in it. I guess he plays Kaneda. I think that's who he plays, and it's just like, okay, well, but I've already seen this, and contrary to what anime fandom tells me I should be a big fan of it, I'm actually not. And it's just because I watched the movie and then I found out how much of the series or how much of the manga got left out of the movie, and I felt jilted.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Aragon movie. I watched that and then was immediately interested in the book series, and the book series is so much better than the movie. So much better.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, now I can't watch the movie. I can't redo Akira, not until I'm not saying with a live action movie, but until they fix that problem. I actually think Akira should get a series, not a movie.
Yeah, you think it would.
Okay, I am back.
I was gonna say, is the serial killer of the moment returning because we have the creaking door? Is this Halloween and I didn't know?
Yeah, my door hinges need some WD-40 to kill the noise.
I can tell you, man, a kid will actually motivate you to WD-40 the crap out of your doors.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure.
Especially when you go to bed. It's like, I don't want to wake her up. One creak of the door is gonna wake her up.
Do we get any questions, or what topics are we on? What are we doing?
Yeah,
we're talking about sequels to anime we'd like to see.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, nice. What do we?
I really want a sequel to another series of Beyond of the Dawn. That really deserves another series right now.
Yeah.
Somebody actually was bringing the idea to me that they need a Cowboy Bebop sequel, and I'm actually going to disagree. I'm gonna
disagree on that too, because Cowboy Bebop has gone far enough as it is.
I wouldn't mind a sequel series to Trigun, but I'm going to say it doesn't need it. And for all the people who have seen the movie, the movie didn't do anything for it.
That is true. That is true indeed.
Full Metal Alchemist is okay. I don't think that
Full Metal Alchemist. Have you seen, what did you like better, Brotherhood or the original?
Me personally, I like Brotherhood.
Right.
But here's the thing. I also like the original. I still love that, but I love Brotherhood a little bit more. And it's just because of the more characters and the fact that I finally got what I wanted, which was for Ed and Winry to get together.
And guess what? We got it, damn it.
And we got a kid too. So that's confirmed. They did the nasty. Just saying.
Yes, they did.
Cowboy Bebop, no, not even a remake, Awesome Anime Fan. No, Cowboy Bebop stands on its own.
Yeah.
I don't even like the idea of a remake. I haven't even seen the movie of it, and I will someday. I promise you that. I will see it. But Cowboy Bebop...
I'm pretty sure you will enjoy the movie because it is actually pretty good. It's
just one of those series that Bebop is there. It's a perfect storm, and you don't you don't mess with a perfect storm. You don't. do it.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you don't want to screw it up. That's for sure.
That's why in a lot of cases, kind of going off topic, but that's one of the reasons I'm so vehemently against the remake of Final Fantasy VII. Is Final Fantasy VII was a perfect storm,
Sure
and at that
was.
point, this new one just continues to disappoint, and simply
Yeah,
because of
it's-
how many changes they're making.
They're making so many changes to the remake. It's just not even funny at all.
A Cowboy Bebop prequel would be nice. Hanging out with Julia and Vicious. Maybe a prequel movie, but I don't know if it would necessarily help or benefit the series. Kind of
Yeah.
thing. That might be interesting, but I don't think it's like something that has to be in canon or anything like that. This
But-
is going to sound stupid, but may I join, please?
If my YouTube keeps.
Yes, that does sound stupid because Scorpion. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Let me give you the link in a message real quick. I know I apologize. I got so many things wrapped up. Yo, Dreg, I got another fire alarm story that I want to tell you about later on.
Uh-oh. Have you been pulling fire alarms again?
No, I haven't.
I was gonna say, have you had way too much access to the Shadow Blazer? He'll do those things to you.
Are you saying I'll pull fire alarms for the fun of it?
No, you'll give me trigger warnings to get the Nostalrius people after me again.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys the story here in a minute. Once I give this guy the link in the message, not the chat. But
Another sequel series that maybe I know a lot of people are going to bring up is Death Note, and again, I don't know if I want that.
yeah, Death Note, especially because of how good it really is.
Yeah.
When it was coming out, it was just really amazing. Like the dark tone of it was just like wow.
Here's one that I don't think a whole lot of people might think of. And I would just want it because I want people to elaborate a little bit more on the plot. And that is, I don't know how you say it. It's like Scryed or Escryed. It was a series that Adult Swim had for a while there. And it was interesting, but the plot was so hard to follow that I still, to this day, don't know what happened. And I've actually been waiting for Anime Abandoned to do a review of that anime because at that point, maybe I'll be able to understand it.
Let me see if because I'm trying to find out if I want to bring this guy in or not, but I'm looking at his videos just to be on the safe side.
I don't know. Gotta love the Sci-Fi channel. I don't love the Sci-Fi channel. The Sci-Fi channel doesn't do anything like they used to. I don't know, like sci-fi. Now it's just all demons. And I'm not saying demons are bad, but demons can get old.
Yeah.
I'm not like the people might be able to actually tell this. I'm that guy that if I've seen it like 30 bajillion times, I'm so over it. I don't want to see it ever again.
Yeah.
So that's why I can't do zombies. That's why I can't do. I'm starting to lose my patience with superheroes a little bit.
All right, I gave you the link, Scorpion, so feel free to join.
I heard my latest Overwatch video on someone's PC just then. It's probably Atlas's.
Yeah, that was me.
See, I hear music. Try not to get copyright.
Oh yeah, for sure. No,
Well,
do that.
It's Blizzard. They're going to be okay with it. It's the advertising their stuff.
Yeah, it's Blizzard, and we love them.
So yeah, it's going to work. It's all right.
Yeah, it's video games at their finest.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, there's a reason Blizzard has like the ultimate patent on, or the ultimate pedigree at this point, because they actually spend however much time is actually needed to get that stuff out.
It's like, even though I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're partnered with Activision. And
yes, and because they are pretty much the moneymaker, Activision doesn't get to dictate terms to them ever.
Which is true, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's one of those things that made me laugh back in late 2011, early 2012, when they demanded the Diablo 3 come out. And Blizzard just said, you can't really demand anything of us. We are like 80% of your freaking revenue.
Exactly.
So demand all you want.
But you ain't going to get it.
But we're going to do what we want to do.
Hey, welcome to the hangout.
Thank you for the invite. Yeah, I don't know what on earth is going wrong with my browser at the moment.
You have Firefox, sir. That's the problem.
I was on Chrome, but YouTube would literally load the first 3 seconds of a video and then nothing.
Like nothing happened at all.
I'm going to
Wow.
warn people in the chat right now. I am so anti-Firefox. You have no idea.
Too bad, because I'm pro Firefox. Firefox all the way.
Firefox is my backup.
Why
I
we
only
don't
use
get
it
along
for like
on our
some
channel
websites.
anymore? Do people see why?
that could be the thing. Believe it or not, I was I know a few people were looking at some of the I was looking at some of the stuff that we're gonna have for the fall season of anime, and there's a couple of good ones that Jiro mentioned,
What the heck?
and we're hoping that we get some good ones. Otherwise, it's just not gonna be good for this fall. But we'll have to wait and see.
What, the new season's not looking good?
No, I'm saying it is, but there are some new stuff that are kind of coming out for
No,
this season.
I
for
usually
fall.
trust Alex's judgment on this stuff. Like, he recommends Erased to me, and
I think
Did
it's
you watch it?
me.
have I watched Erased? No.
Yeah. You should definitely watch it.
But one of the reasons I haven't watched it is because I'm waiting on the dub. If people ask me like if I prefer sub or dub, I always prefer dub, because when I'm watching an animated feature of any kind, the thing that I want to look at is not the lower third of the screen unless there's something nice and pretty there.
Yeah, that's
wanna
the
be able to
dumb
look
part
at the
about
animation.
subtitles.
And I'm only willing to deal with subtitles when I absolutely have to. I've said this before. I think I've said this before on your hangouts. I've made two sacrifices on the matter. I saw Gundam that way because Gundam doesn't come here anymore, and I've seen Brotherhood that way because I was sick and tired of waiting on the slow release schedule here, and I wanted to see the end of the series.
Right. Gotcha. All right, Jiro has a question in chat. Let's see.
Yes.
What should we
What anime news announcement, if they released it today, would blow your mind? So that could be a title release and creator collaboration. Gundam on Funimation. I want dubs, damn it.
I know how you feel, man. I know how you feel.
I know what I'd look forward to.
Here's exactly Jiro. This is exactly what would happen.
That is his excitement to Gundam.
That is my squee. That is my day right there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because then I don't have to because I'm watching Double Zeta right now, and I'm so far in, I might as well not buy the DVDs. I don't want to go to the pirate sites and things like that to be able to watch them if I don't want
Rose, thank you for the 100. Thank you for the comment. I greatly appreciate it so much. It's good to see you.
Yes, happy 103, Atlas.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, excellent job.
I believe I was 102.
What's that? You were 102? What?
Yeah, when everyone finally shared their channel links, I believe that I was the 102nd subscriber.
Oh wow.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love making videos for fun, and I'm really starting to get into the whole live streaming thing now. Like I'm doing it more and more now, which is really amazing. I love interacting with you guys. You guys are just amazing. It's just amazing to see new faces and seeing all of your videos. It makes me very happy. It really
Yes.
does. Especially you guys. You guys in the Hangouts are awesome.
You're gonna make me cry, man. You're gonna make me cry.
I swear to God, I'm not gonna fucking cry over it. I just want to do YouTube videos and have a good time. I really do.
Yeah, don't pull a Markiplier on us right now, okay?
Oh God,
Hello,
you're fine, man. You're
Hello,
fine.
everybody. My name is Markiplier.
Or his most recent videos. Greetings, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and yes, I know I still have a cold.
Oh yeah. All right, MA fan, you have fun, buddy. You take care of yourself.
Take care. Well, actually, really quick, if you don't mind, Atlas, I'm going to take care of a little bit of business.
Go for it. Do what you got to do.
So for people who actually follow my channel, first of all, again, thank you. And I said I would give you guys an update, and you guys get the first update. As of next week, I'm thinking probably around 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. I will be doing the 100 subscriber Ask Me Anything live stream.
Daylight time, Adam. How many times do I have to tell you? We're
Don't
in
care, Shadow
daylight
Blades are moving
time.
on.
You're going to confuse people.
I will
I'm
be
so
doing that, so you
confused.
guys can feel free to join on that. And actually, one of the things I want to take care of, because I like putting people in the corner, Atlas.
Yeah.
On
Yes.
that one. All right.
You're
So it's
set.
gonna-
Go for it.
It's going to be an Ask Me Anything kind of thing. So it's not just going to be me. Like, people can ask you anything, but you also have the power to say, no, I'm not going to answer
Yeah.
that one.
How is your weekend, Rose? Just curious. What are you up to? What's on your agenda tonight? Because it's been a while since we last heard from you. Let's see what she says.
A Simply Rose by any other name would smell just as sweet. That was really corny, and I apologize.
It really was. All right, Drake, go do your business.
No, that's it. That was
That's
it.
it.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's what I was saying. Like, Atlas, he will be there, so you
Yes,
guys
I
can,
will
you
be
guys
there,
can go
yeah.
enjoy. You can enjoy on that. And we've actually been trying to find ways for Atlas to be able to join, and trust me, that's not going to be the only time he ever does. We'll find a way to bring him into the
Yeah.
podcast. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see him on Geek News at some time.
Yeah.
We're hoping to even have a special guest tonight.
Oh hell yeah, that would be great.
Because we're also going to be talking about an anime tonight.
Hey, guess what? I know what it is. Digimon Tribe. Digimon Tribe.
It
That's right.
is.
See?
We're actually able to get into a limited theater release, and
Yeah, I
we
heard.
had fun. Even though I was screaming in the theater and I
Uh-huh.
flipped off Greymon, and nobody likes that I flipped off Greymon.
Oh yeah.
You want to know why I flipped off Greymon? Because fuck
Yeah.
Greymon.
Hey Rose, that's awesome. You're not the only one that was cleaning up the bedroom. I was cleaning up my room, and I did some changes to my bedroom too. So I'll be doing a room tour probably tomorrow.
I need to clean my room.
Wait, rooms are meant to be cleaned.
I know, right?
I clean mine once a decade.
You clean it. You clean it more often than that, because I know who comes after you if you don't.
Oh
I actually need to clean things up because I'm getting ready to put up a bunch of new acoustic foam so that finally I can have a studio-esque environment in my studio.
there you go.
And also just because then I can put a bunch of acoustic foam right next to the wall where my daughter sleeps, and I can actually scream on the podcast again.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Yo, Drake, you said that your podcast was available on iTunes, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, through Podomatic, they actually provide a link, but for some reason iTunes will not create an official page. So you have to actually click the iTunes link in Podomatic, and that gives you access to the.
Oh, okay. I'll check it out. Yeah, because I was looking on the actual iTunes application to find you, but I might be like, I don't know if you're actually there or not, but I'll double check just to make sure.
It's one of the complaints that I have kind of right now with Podomatic is that
Yeah.
they did that, and I've been saying it on the podcast for a while, but we've been having some issues with Podomatic.
Yeah.
And enough issues that I actually am looking around for another place to host the RSS feed.
If
hell
you are
yeah.
looking for another place to host your podcast, by the way, I used to host the podcast for the student radio station that I started up at university.
Mhm.
Oh
So,
wow,
Okay.
that is
I'm
actually
familiar
really
with
awesome. Let me see.
Um,
I got 3 comments back from Blade Ninja because I wrote on his videos earlier. So let's see what he's doing.
Tracklight's putting people in the corner. No wonder Drac and Shadow get along. I don't know if you've seen some of our videos.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just wait until the new banjo parts come out. We
Oh,
got
the
we got
banjo
another
parts,
Sonic rant.
yes.
Yeah, that's
So-
when we really go at each other's throats.
Yes. Usually we have lots of fun, but at the same time,
Attempt to make my room clean enough for a room tour, but I was nice stopping by. Congrats again.
Yeah, thank you very much, Rose. Like I said, I greatly appreciate it, and we're all happy that you were able to join us.
Yep.
We might still be live, so whenever you're done cleaning your room, just come in and join and chit chat.
Yep,
We're always available.
we're here and we're squares.
Yeah.
'Cause it's Saturday night, let's face it.
Oh yeah, it's Saturday. There's nothing wrong with Saturdays or Sundays.
Mm.
Unless if you have a 3-day weekend, then yeah.
Oh, actually, this just barely came to my mind. Sorry, ADD moment. That's what happens with when Drac is on any kind of a podcast or live stream. ADD moments happen all over the place. A sequel series that I would like to see. I would like an anime company to do a legit attempt on a Transformers series.
I would
I'm
love
not-
to see that happen.
We can't call Armada and Energon and all of that other stuff that's come out legit attempts. They're not. I want a legit attempt.
Okay, so which studio would you want to do it then? If you got to pick, if you were the producer, the guy who had the money, who could go to any studio, which studio would you go
If I was
to?
if I was the guy and I had the money, I'd do it myself. But
You would hire your
damn it.
you would like hire your own animators to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I know what I want, damn it. I almost, this is going to surprise the Shadow Blazer, but I'd almost be tempted to go to Studio Kara to see if they could do some of it. I'd also be tempted to go look into, the problem is I don't know a lot of the studios that are active still. A lot of the
Right.
ones that I love don't do a whole lot. Sunrise is obviously one that I would consider. I don't think Harmony Gold does any animation anymore.
You're steering clear of A1, I see.
Hey, DAs, thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it. Good to see
Gara
you.
the Hero Gara the Hero has got a question. Is there an original idea for an anime that you haven't seen but would like to see?
There is.
Yes. I
Yeah.
can't convey it, but yes, I would like to see it.
What would
I
you
could
like to
take
see?
a crack at conveying my idea.
I have a bunch of ideas, but I don't know if I'd call them original ideas. I've wanted for the longest time an anime adaptation of the video game Legend of Dragoon.
Yes. I want it to happen
Yeah.
because the game was so much fun.
I want an anime adaptation of Chrono Trigger, and I want the Shadow Blazer script behind it.
Yeah, much like Drac here. If I too had the money and the connections and the ability to greenlight a Chrono Trigger anime, I would do so.
Yeah, I would go for it, to be
But
honest.
but I wouldn't stop there. I would actually, like, if I could, I'd probably do like a third or fourth season that was Chrono Cross, just to be able to have that also in continuity.
Yeah. Chrono Trigger, the game was pretty fun. Like it was pretty good to play back in the SNES days.
It's one of the reasons. It's one of the. There's a reason that it's one of the most timeless JRPGs that came out in that era, and it's earned that reputation.
Timeless. Wow.
It is indeed timeless. Another anime that I would love to be able to see, like from a video game, would probably be Xenogears.
Definitely Xenogears. That was fun.
I don't know who would do it, but because it's actually one of those things where I would probably want I'd want Anno behind it, because I mean there's such similarities between Xenogears and Ava. I think you'd get it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's the problem, is like you want original ideas, and all the ones that I come up with are like games, or I would love a
Yeah, and
Buffy
you
the
want-
Vampire Slayer anime.
Yeah, I mean, I have original ideas, but I get a little camera shy when actually trying to pitch my own material to
Yeah.
random people.
Yeah.
Which
I can
is good,
understand
considering
They might
that's the
not
job,
like it at all.
you know.
But I mean,
Um,
sometimes
never
when you
know.
have an idea like that, especially with original stuff, you have to kind of just go for it. I mean, it's easy enough me saying it because I make short films, I write scripts. That's kind of what I do. So if I have to stand in front of a board meeting and I have to pitch something, sometimes I know that even though I'm absolutely terrified and I want to cry and run away and hide in a corner, sometimes I just got to go for it. And I mean, you'd be surprised how many different like startup studios are actually willing to hear ideas. Like DLE, for example, who are a fantastic upcoming animation studio. They've been going for about 2-3 years. The latest thing that they put out was the Toshi no Muko, which I'm trying to get the European license for at the moment.
Mhm.
Okay.
And they're always happy to hear pitch ideas, so that's definitely one to go for.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, a dozen ideas come to mind that I would love to see, like original adaptations done. I remember way back when, where somebody was making a pitch for a Final Fantasy VII anime, and I didn't want that,
Hmm.
but like a Final Fantasy IV anime would be absolutely awesome.
That would be good because that kind of came to my attention is that, because I love Final Fantasy. It was one of my favorite franchises of all time. And, I would love to see an actual 24 to 25 episode anime series of Final Fantasy. I think that would be interesting.
Another one that comes to mind is, and believe it or not, it actually was kind of animated because there were anime cutscenes to it, but I don't know how on earth you'd get the rights because I don't even think the company exists anymore. But Lunar, the Silver Star story, and Lunar Eternal Blue, I would also love into anime series.
Yeah.
To this day, Lunar is still my most favorite love story of all time, and
Let's
nothing
have a look.
has ever met it.
Right.
I like Shadow's double sight script.
Yeah,
Double sight script.
that's an original story I wrote.
Yeah, that story is pretty cool, by the way.
I'd see the only one he's shown me is the Chrono Trigger one. So
Mhm.
because he did that adaptation, then I hear he's been doing other stories. I'm like, what? This is the first I've heard of it.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. Hey, chat. I got a question for you guys. If you guys, well, not like a question, but like just a comment. But if you guys have any topics in the chat that you want us to talk about, we'll be glad to kind of throw it in and we'll think about it for a minute and then we'll talk about it.
Oh yeah, that show or game that you mentioned, the Lunar Silver Star.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, those rights are still available as long as you go to the Japanese company.
Yeah,
The
that
European distributor folded, but the Japanese company, they still have the rights available.
but to my knowledge, the Japanese rights holder is a dick. Because I know that a couple of big RPG like makers have wanted to do more Lunar games and have not gotten the rights. Because they
Yeah.
want like absurd royalties. So
Oh yeah, they're really up. I've had so much trouble with who is it? I've had so much trouble with Toei because for about a year now I've been trying to get the European rights for Monster Musume, and I've actually grouped up with a couple of other smaller companies because we're trying to get like an actual English dub, that isn't gonna come out like 2 years after the show is finished, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because Sentai have just been sat on the rights the whole time. So I've done a fan dub in the meantime. I've been working with like some new voice actors. I've worked with some professional ones who fortunately work for free. I am so grateful that they're working for free. But yeah, they are. They're very stubborn, especially when it comes down to YouTube. Like, I can't upload anything to YouTube, even if it's like a 5-second clip. If it's to do with Toei, they strike it. And they don't just strike that section, they strike my entire video.
Yeah, Toei is a lot of the companies that are from Japan. They'll kind of go after those that are putting up, because the funny
Toei,
thing is
Nintendo,
like,
Harmony Gold will do it too.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
Um,
Nintendo are fierce.
Yeah.
Nintendo, fuck it.
Well,
It's like, fine, I'll sign your damn paperwork then.
It's like, I don't want to become a part of your shitty ass program. Like,
Yeah, it's like, I don't want you to take 65% of the 4 cents that I'm earning off of this video.
can anybody confirm? Like, I've actually heard rumors that like the American version of that program was what we got and what we all complained about. But I heard that the Japanese version of that was way more cushy than what America got.
I have
Like,
no idea.
They
I don't know.
they took a
I
lot
haven't
of
heard anything
friction
on
out
it
of
since
it.
it was announced.
Yeah, because it's something that I've heard here and there is like they took a lot of the major restrictions and they don't have restricted lists or anything like that for like Japanese users, not of YouTube but of their equivalent of YouTube, and it's a lot more of a cushy deal and it's so stupid.
Oh, I can understand that though, because I'm assuming that we're on about like Nico Nico TV and things like that as
Yeah.
alternatives for YouTube. Well, I can understand that because of the really strict copyright laws. So they know that people in Japan are not going to tiptoe out of line because they could face 10 years in prison.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Um,
the
like-
Japanese criminal justice system, man. They don't joke.
Nope.
Let's see. We have awesome anime fan who asked, "What do you do besides anime?" I'm a geek.
Well, anime fan, you know me pretty well. I play video games and work.
I play video games. I'm an all around geek. I watch geeky TV. I create podcasts at this point. I have actually another podcast on the way that is being worked on at the moment. Something that's a little bit more plausible for like a legit radio station to be able to take a look at.
Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
like spread your work around. Yeah, that'll help out.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things where, as much as I would like to say that I do YouTube for the money and the fact that I would love, yeah, you can't not say that you don't want to be the next Markiplier, because it's not true. You want to be the next Markiplier, but I mainly do YouTube as a way to kind of bolster my resume and to be able to show all of the various things that I can do. And so at that point, one of those is that I love podcasting, and so
Right.
I love creating formats for them. And since I have tons of buddies that I did radio production with, I'm always looking for something for us to be able to do. Unfortunately, they also look for things for me to do, and then I get brought on, or I get asked to go do a political podcast that I don't want to do.
Oh,
yeah,
lovely.
that's not always fun.
It's funny because like 80% of the people that I know from radio production are like sports guys, so they want to go work for ESPN and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
And I'm just not that guy. I'm the guy who came up with the geeky podcast that was in between all of their stuff and yet was equally as entertaining. So, at this point, people, this was not geek news. I did not have a panel. It was just me ranting about stuff. And thankfully, Microsoft had announced the Xbox One at that point, so I had plenty to rant about.
oh that was always fun. Like it was fun because when Microsoft did their Xbox One reveal, a lot of people over the internet were bitching and moaning and like
Hey, you need this Connect. And you need
just to
be
play
able
the
to be-
system. And when Phil Spencer finally got back in there and took control of everything, he fixed all of the major issues. Well, most of them,
And then made some new ones.
made some new ones. Thank God for that.
Well, I mean, because again, this was just me, but like people were sending stuff to me, obviously, like we don't understand. This is so stupid that it has to be on, or it has to be online 24/7. Not even your PC has to be online 24/7. You can shut it down at night.
Which is great.
And even better is that eventually we found out, oh yeah, no, it doesn't have to be. So it was like one of those things where they were going to force it down our throats, and we said no.
Yeah.
The other one was in order to let people or let friends borrow your game, you had you could not play it, or I can't even remember the details of it. It was so stupid.
Yeah, it was
Right.
it was similar to the way that Steam's library share works, except you had to log in on the console that you wanted to play it on to verify that was the disc. And
Yeah.
it was the same kind of thing with pre-owned stuff as well.
Well, it
It was-
was stupid enough that Sony actually made fun of it at their conference and
Yeah.
said, "Here's how you trade discs on your PS4." And so they had Shuhei Yoshida, and I can't remember the Sony America guy. It's like, "Here's how you share your discs." There you
It
go.
just hands the disc over. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
fantastic.
It was
It's
the
so
greatest thing
good.
they could have ever done.
Yeah, and believe it or not, when they announced that you didn't have to, there was not really that many restrictions on the PlayStation, fans were so happy and they were cheering on. It was like, thank
Yeah.
God.
And now look what they've done.
Oh yeah.
What Sony has done,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to refresh my memory because Sony does a lot of things.
Okay, what
Microsoft-
Sony has done is they're going to release the PlayStation Neo, which has
Yes.
the same computing power, or at least graphical computing power, as my graphics card that I bought almost 4 years ago.
Yep.
And
For
it's like this
$200 more.
amazing upgrade.
For $200 more, people.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
And people wondered why I wasn't gonna buy a Scorpio or a Pro, because
Exactly.
exact same console, just beefier.
It's just beefier and there's nothing really special about them at all.
that new Xbox One though, I gotta say, that is, what is that? That's 4 times more graphics processing, but I just find it so bizarre that like my dad's got an Xbox One, and if I try play Overwatch on that, like I did over the free weekend, and then I
Mhm.
compared it to how it ran on my PC, I was running on medium graphics and I was getting over 120 frames a second. His could
Give me like 1
barely
second,
do
guys.
60.
Yeah. I mean, I have the the Xbox One Pro, the one that actually has the solid state drive in it, and
Oh yeah.
I haven't had issues with it, simply because load times with the solid state drive are going to be better. But at the same time, I've been hearing about people constantly telling me to swap over to the Scorpio because it's going to be just so much better. Well, but I have an Xbox One. So and frankly, I don't have anything that's going to give half the credit to 4K video right now. So why would I want to do that?
Yeah,
Especially
and
since
that's
it's
fair
the same
point.
games. And,
What
and
is
really, my complaint with Sony and Microsoft is not about their consoles. I think their consoles are fine. Their game library is seriously lacking at this point.
What I would love is more cross-platform. Like, I mean,
I would
Rocket
love
League are
that,
really
but-
trying to channel with that because at the moment they're working on netcode that allows you to actually group up with people from like Xbox One and PS4, and they're currently beta testing that between the two consoles. And if that works, then they're going to bring it to PC, and I'm going to be like, oh, sweet, I can play with all my friends now. And this is coming from an indie dev that started with 2 people.
Well, but at the same, I mean, I like the fact of having more cross-platform games, but I also don't mind console exclusive games.
Oh yeah, I can
At that
appreciate
point,
that.
that gives you a reason to go get that console. I mean, I got Rise of the Tomb Raider because of the console exclusivity, as well as Recore is also exclusive, and that's really good too. So at that point, I mean, I can see where people would want more cross-platform, but I have no problem with exclusive content. Because exclusive content gets you to buy it. It's the allure.
I mean, I totally get that, but for me personally, I'm kind of like when my friends were deciding which consoles they were going to get, they were like, "Oh, you're going to get a PS4, or are you going to get an Xbox One?" And I went, "Well, I'm not. I'm going to buy a new graphics card for my PC, and I'm just going to switch back to PC." And then, like, they went on both separate consoles, and I'm just like, guys, please, just buy Rocket League on your laptops.
What? So they bought them like at release?
No.
Okay.
I mean, my friend only picked up his PS4 like a few months ago.
Gotcha.
Before
if
that, he had a Vita.
If they bought it at release, I would feel incredibly bad for them.
Oh yeah.
Because at that point, I mean, when Xbox One and PS4 released, I was just barely getting a Wii U, because finally Wii U had enough games that I cared about.
I'm so glad that we picked up the Wii U when we did, because the bundle prices over here, like a couple of months after the other two consoles came out, were just perfect.
Yeah. So, and even then, I think we waited an additional year before we got a PS4, because it took a while for games to come out that we were legitimately interested in. Yeah, it was a year, and then the next year we got an Xbox One. That's how long it took for me to get the new generation of consoles, is because there just wasn't enough games on them to justify it. Not when you were looking at the 360, the PS3, and the Wii's libraries.
Yeah, and I think that Sony did sort of shoot themselves in the foot, because about 2 years ago they actually broke their contract with Unity, so there was no longer any Unity development support for indie developers. Because I set up a Sony developer account for a friend who's doing computer and gaming programming.
Yep.
And as soon as they dropped that, like, all of these things just disappeared from the Vita and the PS4's library. And it's like, why? And then someone has actually come out from one of the larger developer companies and said, oh yeah, it's because you have to go through like 6 different pieces of paperwork, and it can cost up to $40,000 just to make a patch.
Yeah.
And it's just like, whoa.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got another question here from Jiro the Hero, and it's, what's the best or worst anime-based game you have played? Ooh. I can already tell you the worst I've ever played, and it just because it personally pissed me off, and that was Yu Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament on PS2, because I'm a big Yu Yu Hakusho fan, and where I was literally being advertised for this, that it was going to, because Budokai was out at that point, and the same developer was working on Dark Tournament. And so at that point, I was thinking, oh my gosh, it's going to be Yu Yu Hakusho meets Budokai. That's awesome. And no, it wasn't. It was so not. It was so bad. But the best one I'll probably have to get back to you, because I've played a lot of good anime adaptations and a lot of bad ones.
Whereas
Sorry,
at
didn't
the
mean to
other
interrupt,
end,
but I'm just also making sure we get the questions answered too.
oh yeah, that's totally fine. I mean, I was just sort of rambling along with the topic until a question did pop up.
Yeah.
As for like good and bad anime games that I've played, the only bad ones that I've actually played that I have to say, you know what, Pokemon Puzzle for Game Boy Color.
Yeah, I like that one too.
I wasn't too sure at first, but then I was like, you know what, this is actually quite addictive because I like Tetris.
Mhm. Yeah, I also play Puzzle League on N64. I have that on my Wii, and it's one of those things where, like, if I'm just looking for something relaxing, then I'll either play that or I'll play an RPG and go level or something like that. Here's the best one that I actually have no problem putting out, and that is the Dynasty Warriors Gundam series. I've always liked them. Each iteration has improved on it, and so even like the most recent one, I still enjoy playing from time to time. But hey, Gundam fan, so are you surprised I said that?
Yeah.
Another good one that I would probably say was Robotech. I think it was called Battle Cry on PS2, GameCube, and Xbox. That was pretty good for a mech game. The problem is like a lot of the other ones that get recommended, like because I played like the Dreamcast Berserk game, didn't really like that. I played a Ghost in the Shell game on something, and I just can't remember what.
Oh, have you tried out the new one for PC?
Which one?
The one which they released free to play on Steam.
The new Ghost in the Shell? No, I have not. But that's just because Legion's out, and so I'm playing that right now.
Basically, imagine. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. Like, imagine Rainbow Six Siege. That's pretty much what this game is.
Okay.
And at first, they had a lot of bad feedback because of course, all the diehard fans were like, "Oh yeah, download," and then they were 100% disappointed because they were expecting something with a story, but it was literally just like Rainbow Six Siege.
Well, this was advertised as like an MMO, wasn't it, or like a free-to-play MMO kind of thing?
I don't know the way. I don't remember seeing any of the advertising. I literally just had it pop up on my recommended.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Oh, Ghost in the Shell, okay."
Yeah, I can't remember the advertising campaign for it. I don't know if I would pick it up, but that's just because I'm not like a big fan of shooters. But if it had like a story, then I probably would just to see if they stayed faithful.
Or maybe if they sort of made their own sort of storyline, but they kept it within the canon.
Another one that I can tell you was really bad was I am still mad at Square Enix for the money that I spent on the Full Metal Alchemist RPG. That was crap. Oh, good anime game, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Which one?
Actually, I haven't been disappointed with any of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Games that I've played. In fact, I just barely got the more recent one because somebody actually asked for a Let's Play of it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not hating it. It's good.
So what's your favorite out of all of them? Because I know there's a fair few, and I know which one's my favorite.
I can't remember its name. It would probably be the first one that I ever played, and I can't remember its name, but it was like one of my first Game Boy Advance games.
World Series?
No.
Sacred Cards?
No.
Okay. Those are the
I
only
played
two
Sacred
that I
Cards,
could...
and I like that, but no, it's like the first one that came out, and it was based around Battle City. Oh, I can't remember what it was called, but it was something tournament. And I like that one. I thought that was a good system to be able to play with.
Oh yeah, and like I mean, I can't remember if it only came later on or if it was the same with all of the Game Boy Advance ones, but I love the fact that you could type in the codes from the cards and that you could view them in the game.
Yes. And in fact, that was one of the ones that I liked that did it, because sometimes I just wanted to look at the art for the card.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm actually looking at here. It is. Yu-Gi-Oh! Worldwide Edition. Stairway to the Destined Duel.
Oh
That
yeah.
was the first one that I played, and it's great. And it was, at least I think that's the one that it was, because it was completely based around Battle City, and it's like the first time when they integrated the system that they would utilize on all of their games from that point on. At that point, it was just like the library of cards grew.
hmm
And the only thing that was unfortunate about it was the God cards weren't in it, and well, we all wanted to use the God cards.
Whereabouts that came about in Sacred Cards? Yeah.
Yes, and then we all regretted it because the God cards weren't as great as we wanted them to be,
Yeah,
because
not
we
just
wanted
that, but
3D
it's-
models.
Like, you play through the whole damn game, you get the cards, and it's like, give me the cards so it can't happen again. And it's like, you choose no. It's like, but you have to do it. Choose yes or no. No. And you're just sort of like, maybe it'll change if I press no about 20 times. It's like, no, I'm not going to be able to keep
Oh.
these cards, am I? Damn it.
Well, it's one of those things where I think my friend actually epitomized what the problem was, is that, if he was going to play Slifer the Sky Dragon, he wanted to have Slifer the Sky Dragon completely all around where he was, like in the series. So basically it was like, so you wanted 3D models.
Hmm.
Yeah, I wanted 3D models. That ain't happening. Oh, well, then I'm not going to get a good Yu-Gi-Oh game, or at least not with the God cards. Any manga that is on hiatus that you would like it to continue? I actually don't read a whole lot of manga.
Yeah, I don't
So-
read. I really don't read any manga either. And
I've read a few. I've read a couple that have been recommended to me, but like any long-standing because I don't know how many times people have actually recommended for me and Alex to go read a manga together and then like report back, basically make Draken Shadow a book club. And then at that point, like go and read all of Ghost in the Shell or something like that. I don't know if that would ever happen.
probably
but-
not. It's an interesting idea, I'll admit, but I don't think it'll happen either.
But yeah,
It was-
I've seen like the Marvel attempts at manga. I've seen some of the Gundam stuff in manga, and I'm okay with it. But I wouldn't say anything like stood out to me. I want to finish the Sailor Moon manga. That would be way too long for me. So yeah, Shadow Blazer, you don't like manga, but Atlas, you probably have read it. You read your fair share.
I think Atlas is away.
Oh, he is away. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
just you and me. All right. So
Yep, just the two of us.
So I mean, I could tell you like
All right, I'm
mangas
back,
that
guys. Sorry about that.
No worries. So Atlas, we just barely got asked any manga that is on hiatus that you would like to continue.
Ooh, you know what? I don't really read manga that much, so I wouldn't even give you an answer for that one, to be honest.
This is funny. I guess now we have to revoke our cards too, because we don't do manga, we do anime.
We don't do manga that much at all.
Yeah. I used to be a little more into manga, but not really anymore. I just mostly stick to anime.
Yeah. I mean,
There's a-
yeah, manga is a great thing because you feel more, especially with a novel, because you feel more immersed in the story than you would with like any kind of show in particular. So it really just come down to it. But for me, I prefer the anime of it over any kind of manga, even
See,
though
that's-
it doesn't like stay true to the manga. I still enjoy it. no matter
That's
what.
kind of my problem now too, is like I want to be able to read comics and I want to be able to get back into them like I was as a kid,
Right.
or I want to be able to read manga, and it's just unfortunately I just don't get the level of immersion that I did as a kid, and so it's really hard to be able to do that, and I want to be able to enjoy these things as much as I want to, and unfortunately you just with rampant ADD and things like that, you just can't get that level of enjoyment. And also just looking at an entire series and going, oh, well, maybe I'd like to pick this one up. Oh, there's 700 copies.
Oh yeah, that could be like
That's
somewhere
like 3 years
that
of
you
my
can find.
life,
Well, it's manga at its finest.
They debut a God Eater online game at a Tokyo Game Show. I actually heard about that.
Yeah, I heard about that too. Actually, I didn't get a chance to like catch the. Has the event already happened or what?
Yeah, the event's
Damn.
done.
Okay.
And there were a couple of good announcements in there. Mostly it was a Tokyo Game Show for me. Like there's very rare times where TGS has had like awesome announcements, as far as I'm concerned. But I mean, we got like a new Resident Evil CG movie that's coming, and
Oh, really?
yeah, it's going to be a new story, but it's going to be inspired by the original. So the original Resident Evil.
Hey,
Oh, wow.
Anime Atlas. We got 4 dislikes. How much do you want to bet all 4 are from Awesome Anime Fan and
It's
his
gotta
puppet
be awesome
accounts?
Anime Fan for sure. That's sad. Because he I blocked his Black Days account, so
I don't get the problems you guys had with him, because like he's been civil. Granted, he's been civil on my podcast, but I don't see the problems that you guys have been having.
Adam, remember when he was spamming the podcast
Yeah,
chat? That was a couple weeks
yeah,
ago.
it was
That's
bad.
why I
Well, with
kicked
the
him out.
dumb, so that's the spamming you're talking about. It's like he spams it with dumb questions.
Either
He
dumb
does.
questions
He
or
does.
dumb comments and with multiple accounts. So
Yeah,
that's why
he
I
does
kicked
that.
him out last time.
yeah.
'Cause
I've gotten into
Honestly,
reading
I don't care. As long as I have more likes than dislikes, that's all that matters.
I gotten into reading manga because of Happerline's Manga Pod is a manga podcast book club. It's fun. Okay,
that's cool.
cool.
That's awesome. That's pretty cool.
I mean,
Garo
because of
the
the
Hero would
podcast, I got
absolutely-
back into D&D. So yeah.
Garo also had a question of the fall anime. What out of the fall anime any you are hyped about? For me
Blazer. Answer this question.
Yes, for me personally, I'm really excited for the second series of Sound Euphonium.
Oh, I can't wait. It
Love
looks
the
interesting.
Series.
Yes. I
I'm just
cannot
gonna
wait.
sit here and wait for their recommendations because that's what I do. As the
I
Shadow
don't know
Blazer
what's
knows,
coming
I'm
out.
actually really picky with my anime. And he hands me K-On!
Good God.
And then I mean, I feel bad to the Shadow Blazer. Like I tried very hard to like K-On, but the problem is like there's only so much doses of cute that I can deal with on a regular basis. And then I had the anime for like 3 years. So
Yeah, Jero, I got to agree. He does. Believe it or not, there are specific when it comes to my stream, dude. I try not to invite specific people in the stream because a few of them will just go on and on and on, and I don't want that. When you're in my stream, I give everyone a chance to talk, to voice their opinions. That's the
then
way
Drac
it
comes
works.
on and makes sure you can't speak at all.
But see, Drac, you're cool because you don't do a lot of stupid shit. That's for sure.
Well, I try not to.
Oh yeah, of course.
And,
He
and
tries.
then in our chat we get Ben just like cough, dead, cough, cough.
Yeah, that is true.
I'm just
let's-
being polite and quiet. I like being involved, but at the same time, I like to take a bit of a back seat.
Mm,
Oh,
I'm the
it's
same
okay.
way. Garo says he's hyped for about Aijin, Drifters, and Occult 9.
Aijin,
Ooh.
where have I heard that? Is that one of the Netflix ones, Alex?
I don't know, actually. I
I-
don't know what it is.
Oh yeah, I heard they
think so?
greenlit some stuff.
Let's
be.
find
I
out.
can't remember.
To
I know
the
so-
internet.
I know Seven Deadly Sins is one on Netflix, and Knights of Sidonia because people endlessly request that I watch that, and I just haven't
You
gotten
gotta
around
watch
to
it. It's really, really good.
Aijin sounds really familiar, like it's a mecha or something.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm looking it up right now here. Do.
I feel bad for people who recommend stuff to me because it takes forever for me to get to it.
Mm-hmm.
True. Yeah.
Yes.
Aijin, okay. Aijin, full title Aijin Demi-Human, a Japanese seinen manga written by Gaman Sakurai, adapted into an anime film trilogy and a TV series. It's an action adventure, horror, mystery, supernatural.
Mhm. I'm like actually looking it up in my Netflix right now just to see if it's recommended to me because I get
Right.
tons of anime
And-
recommended.
Yes, the series is licensed by Netflix.
Okay, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, here it is. Aijin, Demi-Human. And here's your lie in April. So now I officially can't dodge Aldo, and I actually have to watch it.
I have
Yeah,
to watch
you
it
have
too.
You have to.
Speaking of
God,
Netflix, people want to know
Netflix.
like one anime like series that I'm really excited for, and I want a second season. Voltron, Legendary Defender, do it.
They need to do it because
It is
Voltron
so good.
is fucking fantastic.
Except, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have that moment of controversy. I don't care that Pidge is a girl because Pidge might as well have been a girl in the 80s, and we
That is
wouldn't
true.
have cared.
That is true.
I just love the
true.
fact that like people actually said that, oh my gosh, this is like the greatest moment since Korra or since the ending to Korra. And you're talking to the one guy who wasn't overwhelmingly surprised by Korra's ending and didn't think it was as powerful as people like to point it out to me. The same thing for Pidge is that it's great, it's cool, but it isn't like that awesome moment that it is for a lot of other people.
Right, right.
I've watched Voltron and it's a big fail. Christina Johnson, I'm curious why you think it is a big fail.
How do you not like Voltron? You need to.
Well, are we
Exactly.
talking the original Voltron? The original Voltron had some fail moments, but
It did, yeah.
but Legendary Defender, that's the one I would like to know the problem that you had. Like one of those things where, yay, the internet can get mad at somebody other than me. I'm gonna
Exactly,
take this.
right?
No, and again, the series was really good. In fact, that's why I want a season 2, is because I think they were going in some really awesome directions.
Yeah, pretty much. It's worth it.
Because I mean, for as much as we would all like to say that Voltron was so awesome and in depth and all of that, it was a Monster of the Day show.
Sure was.
Its depth was on the same parallel as Power Rangers or Super Sentai.
Yeah,
And nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, where Legendary Defender actually is trying to give us a legit story and legit background on some of the characters, I'm all for it.
agreed.
The newer Voltron had only 11 episodes, and I wanted a new season. Yes, that's actually one of the disappointing parts, but it's just something that we're gonna have to get used to because I mean, what Netflix is approving shows, Amazon's now approving. Well, excuse me, Amazon's already approving shows. Hulu's getting their own original series, and all of them are shorter seasons.
Yeah, and
So
that's a good idea for them to do that because that way, if they make any mistakes, then they could always approve on that.
well, and also the fact that you have less episodes, which means you can go all out on those episodes.
Pretty much.
That's why, in my opinion, Daredevil does really, really well, is because they can actually, stay true to the source material and
That
they
is
can
right.
give it the movie-esque treatment without having to spend a whole lot of money on 24 episodes.
Mhm.
Legendary Defender, exact same thing. It's sad that we don't get a full 20 episode arc, and we're used to that with anime, or with anime and with other animated series.
That is true.
But with less comes more. I know that's not a big justification for people, but it is. You get a lot more, especially from the budget, when you have less episodes that you have to flesh out.
Are there any shows that you want them to reboot like they did with Voltron?
No, not particularly.
Not that I could really see, to be honest.
I wouldn't mind a Technoman reboot.
Technoman, that's pretty
Or
good.
Technoman Blade. I wouldn't mind that,
Yeah.
especially since, I mean, frankly, Technoman Blade shouldn't have come out when it did because we should have had Final Fantasy VII out long before that happened because that was like the first instance of like an emo protagonist kind of character.
Oh yeah.
So like a new Technoman Blade would be awesome. I have seen Go Lion, and I just like the original Voltron because of its corniness at this point.
Oh yeah.
Oh, geez, another reboot that I would like to see. There are so many, honestly, that I would like to see redone and maybe like explore a different avenue for it. I would love to see a revamped. I'm gonna get such sacrilege for saying this. A revamped, rebooted Big O.
Big O.
Where we
I
can-
know they.
where we can make up for the sins of the second season.
Oh yeah, the second season. Yeah, that was just not
Yeah.
what I was hoping for.
I love Big O, and I actually don't hate season 2 as much as others I know do, but at
Yeah.
the same time, it did a lot of things wrong. And
Yeah, it pretty much did.
I would love to see like a new director and see what they would do with it.
Yeah, agreed.
Uh,
All right. I think we're gonna do one more topic for the night, and a person that commented on my videos requested that we do this topic, and it's about the anime community and
Mhm.
the future of the anime community, and where do you think it's gonna go within like maybe like 10 years from now? So
Hang on, let me get my crystal ball.
yeah, of course.
The heavens are.
I'm looking into my crystal ball and I see more waifus.
Oh God.
Bountiful
Uh,
waifus.
bountiful.
Waifu.
Everybody, now it's a requirement of an anime fan. You must have a waifu. But
I
I'm a
think-
girl. You must have a waifu
Or a husbando. So
or a husbando.
yeah.
Or everybody must be weeaboo.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
Like where do I think fandom is gonna go in the next 10 years?
Oh God, yeah, fandom. Jesus Christ.
It's an interesting question, but I generally don't like to play
Can we
Mr.
have
Future
another
Predictor.
can we have another anime fan go out into the middle of insert political guy here's rally and be dressed up as insert anime character here?
Say
Oh,
that.
yeah.
In fact, you know what?
Yeah.
I'll actually do this for you people. So get out your pens. Here's what you do. I want you to go to, I don't know who the next big political intrigue character is, but I want you to go as Goku, and I want you to actually say the long-winded answer that he gives to Frieza after he's become a Super Saiyan. Because I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
that's how long
pretty
it takes
much.
the security to get to you.
Yeah. Well, I think certainly as far as the community goes, it's still doing well. I'm pretty sure there's still plenty of piracy out there. Like if you go back to like 2008, it was just so bad. And believe me, I was one of those people that would download torrents of fan subtitles and all that kind of shit. But as time went on, and we've been kind of getting word that the anime industry was not doing so good, then I turn around because I love anime to death. Like I'm
Yeah.
a huge nerd for anime. So I got my shit together and said, okay, I'm going to get a job and I'm going to make money and support the fucking industry all the way through.
Yep.
And a lot of people have been doing that. There's like a little, it's a name known as Sustain the Industry. And that's been around since like 2010, basically. And
It would only be hopeful if a certain Shadow Blazer also did that.
I do. I remember I am subscribed to Crunchyroll.
Yes, you
Yes,
do.
Crunchyroll.
But unfortunately, because of what you do, you have to BitTorrent a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I
Um,
still, well, as much as I'll admit I can be a bit of a pirate, but I also buy a lot of my stuff. I think.
Yeah, nowadays, I pretty much just stream and buy most of my stuff online. So
Mhm.
at least
That's kind of my viewpoint too. Is when I don't have an option to be able to purchase it, then I unfortunately have to go that route. But
yeah.
when I do immediately have that and I love it,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like I said, I watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood subbed all the way through, and then when the DVDs came, I had to own them.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I still loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And believe it or not, like it's like, as long as the Japanese are getting their money's worth because everyone is buying their stuff, at least, they're going to keep going forward and making more shows and giving us some good entertainment shows to watch.
Yeah.
It's like, I really hope that within 20 years, I really don't want a whole lot of CGI going on because lately we have been getting maybe a few shows this year besides Berserk 2016 that involves CGI, and CGI is becoming a bit of a problem.
There are gonna be certain series that you can't get the CGI out of.
Yeah,
But as long as you keep things diverse, as long as we're not seeing the exact same kind of style from everybody, it's okay to do that. It's
Yeah.
okay because for you CG might actually your idea might work with CG, but there are plenty of ideas out there that I don't think would work with
Oh,
CG.
yeah.
There are a lot of ideas out there that I think should go back to the traditional style.
Yeah.
I will say the one thing that I would strongly encourage people to, because I'm sure, like, I'm not knocking our chat. I really am not.
No,
But I'm
not
sure
at all.
there are a couple of people in there that stick into the kind of the pirating medium wherever they can.
Yeah.
And here's why I would strongly encourage you to not do that, is because in my honest opinion, and again, I'm going to say something that's hateful. Welcome to the internet, people. Wear a helmet.
Yes,
Um,
exactly.
Is the concept that a lot of the ideas, a lot of the concepts that are being written in these anime are way more deep, way more suggestive, way more thought-provoking than 80% of what writers here are creating.
Right.
Pretty much, yeah. That's the way I think of it.
And so at that point where we've become creatively lazy, as far as I'm concerned,
Mm-hmm.
they are continuing to be creatively awesome. And I want to indulge that. I want to be able to encourage that. I want to encourage it in our writing here. And frankly, that's why I support series like Daredevil, like Luke Cage, where they are actually doing that. But
Yeah.
I don't support series like reality TV or anything like that. Because
Yeah,
there's not a
reality
lot of
TV I can
encouragement
feel
there.
less.
But the anime directors, I would fund them directly if I could, just to make sure that they continue to get money and they continue to put out good series. I don't care if it's 5 seasons of something. I just care that it's a legit cool idea.
Oh yeah, most definitely, for sure, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and believe it or not, the Japanese, the cops, they're cracking down on a lot of stuff now. So they're making sure that, because I'm pretty sure they have ways of getting into people's IP addresses and looking to see what they're pirating and all that kind of shit. And there have been a few people that have been arrested for
Yes.
downloading manga illegally, and Japan will not tolerate that.
Mhm.
They really won't. So you got to be careful what you do over there because it's not safe.
Well, and things are starting to crack down here too.
Yeah, they're starting to over here. Yeah, which is good.
Because I've been trying to watch Double Zeta for Draken Shadow, and now I've had like 3 sites crash on me, like they don't exist anymore.
Wow, that's
Um,
crazy.
I actually I'm 10 episodes left at least in that series. I might actually have to buy the DVDs to finish it, which I don't have a problem with. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, these sites are starting to slowly close down. And where I'm disappointed by that, because a lot of they provide a lot of awesome content as far as I'm concerned, stuff that I wish was more available.
Uh-huh.
I want those things available more mainstream.
Right.
And the only way to be able to do that is to actually go out and buy those things. I'm not saying buy them at absurd prices, people. I'm saying I just want them available.
Just a quick question. You 3 guys are from the States, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Because like I wrote in the little chat thing that we've got that only we can see, I'm gonna go sit in the controversial corner because yeah, I have to do a lot of imports. I import most of my stuff straight from Japan because it's cheaper for me in the UK.
Mhm.
But all of the content that you have in the US, which you get on the last report that we had come through in the UK, at least, you get 63% of Japan's output, which is pretty high.
Wow.
Out of that, we get 3%.
Wow.
Yeah.
And out of the American stuff, it's about the same. So,
No.
like, we're kind of screwed over in the UK for stuff
I was
like that.
actually going to say, like, Japan screws over UK and Europe pretty frequently, and that's a sad concept.
And they're wondering why we have the highest level of people who pirate. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
going to be the person who stands up and goes, pirating's bad, because I know that pirating's bad. But
Yeah.
like I will be honest and say, yes, I have. But that is purely to get the raws to make the fan dubs, because I don't make fan dubs to basically put up an episode. I do it as a portfolio piece because I want a job in the industry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
True.
Well,
You know,
and the other,
that's how I
there-
carve my path.
the 2 things that I would actually say, like, that at least from speaking to fellow Europeans and speaking to fellow UK citizens, is simply this: some of the infrastructure on a lot of law, or I'm going to say specific laws that certain countries hold on restrictions for anime in particular, like what's the word I'm looking for? Like actual restrictions on violence, sexuality, things like that.
Oh, they have a lot of that in places like Germany and Poland. Like,
Which
there's a
in
lot.
turn, Japan blankets and says everybody's doing that. And so at that point, I would actually say that's one thing that needs to change in order to be able to fix that, because the biggest thing that needs to change is that stuff needs to become available. And once it becomes available, it will be bought. And
which
once it gets
is
bought,
exactly
then you have
why.
a legitimate market.
I get that, but I mean, this is exactly why I want to become part of the industry. I look at companies like, have you heard of ADV Films?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, small Welsh company, who did like a few bits and pieces between 2001 and 2011 when they got absorbed by Manga Entertainment. But now that means all we've got is Manga Entertainment, so all we're getting is re-released dubs that are licensed from the US that are licensed from Japan. And there's so much content that the UK and Europe are just missing out on, and like I want to be able to bring that to the market.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm more than happy to be, back and forth with a translator trying to get things knocked out in a contract. And there's a market here for it. There's obviously a market here for it. If we're pirating as much as we are. I mean, it's such a shame that we are, but that's why I like services like Netflix. Netflix are really good because they do it in the UK at least. You get paid per view. So even if someone watches an episode for 10 seconds or the whole episode, they get paid a set amount.
And
which I think is sweet.
That's one of the things that I'm saying here is that if because in a lot of cases, a lot of people or a lot of Europeans that I've spoken to, I mean, they have no choice. This is what they have to go through in order to be able to get that stuff. And that's sad because if Japan actually, again, I love you, Japan, but there's just some days where I wish you would pull your head out of your own ass. And actually realize that there are so many other markets that you could be sending this stuff to, and you could be getting so much more money in the process and so many more deals. I honestly believe at some point, if Japan did things right, they could have a cornerstone on all of the TV that we all ever watch, because they do a lot of great stuff, especially with their animation. So at that point, if you opened it up and you actually started selling this stuff, instead of just saying, well, Europe doesn't like half the stuff we do, and therefore, or one country in Europe doesn't like half the stuff we do, and therefore all of Europe isn't going to like what we do.
Yeah, it's all of Europe's fault, even though it's just like one or two countries.
Yeah.
Like the fact that there was like Hello Kitty got banned in 2013 in Poland because apparently it was satanic.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
And I'm just like, no, Poland, stop it. You're making the rest of us look bad.
In fairness, I don't think that was a nationwide ban, or I don't even think that happened. I think it was just
that was an actual nationwide ban because I've got a friend who is engaged with someone from Poland, and he sent me the Polish news article, and I just couldn't believe it. But yeah, it was all started up by just some parishioner person who just came along and was like, it's inciting the devil, no more anime. It's like, no, don't do that, Poland, you're gonna anger the Japanese.
Exactly.
It's one of those dumb topics that, I mean, I could go into censorship in several European countries. Australia is a very big culprit of this. But it's just one of those things that just makes you facepalm so hard.
I know the feeling.
Hello Kitty. If you watched Hello Kitty, you're a Satanist.
well, just to quickly go on like a tiny little divergence, if I may.
Mhm.
Go for it.
Okay, in the UK, because of we have a film rating board. It's the British Board of Film Certification. It's very similar to whatever you guys have in the States. I can't remember what it's called.
Right.
The MSPAA or whatever it is.
MPAA.
That's the one. yeah, ever
Sorry,
since
I'm not meaning to cut you off, but I may actually have to drop out a little early. My baby's crying up a storm. So
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
all
go
good,
help
man.
out real quick.
It was good seeing you, man. We're
Yeah.
we're gonna end the stream here in about like 15 minutes. So yeah, we're almost
Yeah.
done.
So I'm going to go ahead and take off. If people want to stick or hang out for our podcast, just feel free to check out my channel around 9:30. And I know Anime Atlas will probably be there. So
Oh yeah, I'll be there for a while.
sorry, guys, I'm going to need to take off. So thank you guys for having me on.
No problem. It was good seeing you, man. And then there were 3.
Yes.
I honestly thought it was like I was like, oh no, it's because I started being boring, isn't it?
Don't worry, man. Believe it or not, shit like this happens all the time. You know, it's just how YouTube is. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, the thing about how I think of YouTube, it's a big place. You know, so many people use it every day. They make videos every day. A lot of them do, and they continue to get plenty of views and enjoy just having a good time on YouTube. Now with me, it's like, you know, I love YouTube. It's a good service to have. I just don't like the policies that go around on YouTube.
Hmm.
And believe it or not, there was a user that would just upload scenes of the English dub of Sword Art Online, and she had over like 27,000 subscribers.
Wow.
Oh
And-
yeah, I remember seeing about that. Didn't she get like site-wide banned or something?
Yeah, she got banned.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone decided to be a douchebag and reported to YouTube, and bam, she was gone. And
And yeah, I can look up Japanese episodes of like Monster Musume, for example, and they're
Oh,
all
yeah.
still there. And it's like, oh, it has Spanish subtitles, so it doesn't pick up. And yet mine, which has, you know, I went out and I went to Amazon Japan and I
Uh-huh.
bought the OST, you know, and like, don't get me wrong, I had to download all the RAWs because I can't use the Blu-ray version; it's uncensored. So I downloaded the RAWs.
right,
And the other ones which I recorded because in the UK, if you point your satellite in the right direction, you can actually pick up TV Tokyo and a bunch of other ones like ATX
oh wow,
in HD.
Wow.
So I can literally just record straight off. Don't tell the Japanese government I said that.
oh no,
It's not illegal in the UK. That's the thing. Like,
yeah,
it's the same kind of thing with the YouTube stuff. Like, copyright law in the UK is so simple. It's like you
Yeah.
create a piece of work, you automatically obtain copyright.
that is true.
It's just an automatic thing that is accepted, and it's accepted globally. So yeah, I didn't mean to cut across just then.
No, it's good. I mean, you know, YouTube can do whatever the hell they want. You know, it's not a problem with that as
Yeah.
long as you know you don't. I mean, I don't mind getting a copyright claim because one, I really don't monetize at all. I really don't. But if I get a strike, then that's a different story. Because I know once you get a strike, you will lose some of your privileges, and that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I'd say it depends on who sends it through because I've had 3 strikes from Toei, and it took until the 3rd strike for my account to be affected. But then again, I've had my account for 4 years now, and I've been in good standing the entire time. So
So
I
you're
don't
doing
know.
really good.
Yeah, YouTube is kind of lenient with stuff. I mean, I can still live stream and everything, but
Yeah.
all you've got to do is just like in the top right hand corner, you click where your channel icon is, just click add channel.
Got
And
it.
all you have to do is just verify your account via your cell number, and you can live stream.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
definitely for sure.
people like right now who are live streaming things like South Park and Family Guy and things like that, and they're not getting banned.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
They upload like a review for something, and they're like, "Nah, that's not on."
I was
Yeah.
looking on YouTube and I saw a recommended video of Family Guy being live streamed, and I swear to God, it had over 975 views. I was like,
It's. I was gonna say, is that it? Because the one which I saw today had over 7,000 viewers,
yeah.
and I was just like,
I was
Why?
like, are you kidding me?
I mean, I got a copyright strike because I used a 3-second clip from Star Trek the second film, whatever that one was called. Wrath of Khan, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I used a 3-second clip from that, and it got copyright claimed. And I counterclaimed, and I said it's fair use because I'm using it as part of a review. And they were
Yeah.
like, no. And I'm like, gosh darn it, I'm English. You know, I'm British. You should listen to me. My law makes sense.
Oh yeah, for sure. Jiro has a question for you there, Ben. He says, since Brexit, have you seen any price differences in anime yet? Just curious. Like
Okay.
over in the UK.
Oh, well, now you're talking to the right person. You're talking to 4 a.m. Ben right now. I'm not even kidding. It's like 4 a.m. over here. I'm not tired because I'm ill and I'm kind of hopped up on cold medicine.
Oh, no wonder.
The one major change that I've seen, it's not really so much with anime and manga, even though the prices have shifted, but I will get on to that.
Right.
There is a company called Maxon, who are a German company. They make a piece of software called Cinema 4D. It's an animation package, which I love because, like, you can pick it up in like 2 days. It's really easy.
That's pretty awesome.
They put up the price because of Brexit, because the euro has been kind of hurt, because of all the exchange nonsense. I will give you a great example. I was halfway through putting an order through on AliExpress. And of course, I pay in dollars on there because the exchange rate works out really well.
Oh wow.
And then after the Brexit vote went through, I put my order through, or at least I went to go put my order through
Right.
2 days after. And the price, because of the exchange rates, had gone up. And then I tried it in pounds, and I even tried it in Chinese yuan.
Uh-huh.
And it was my order, which was initially going to cost me about, let's say, £15, so like $18.
Okay.
Was actually going to cost me almost $25.
Wow.
That's how badly the market got hit. As for stuff like manga, I've found has gone up, especially on like Amazon, has gone up by about, I'd say, 8%.
Wow.
I watched my copy of Black Butler, which I bought the second manga novel, and I watched that go up by almost £1. And I'm like, it's like, God damn it, you know, it's like, I know that they sell most of their stuff under the recommended retail price, but putting it up by £1, you know, that's a bit of, you know, I might as well just go walk into town and buy it from a local bookstore at that point.
Yeah,
You know,
if you're gonna wait for your order, yeah.
Because the price of, because with a lot of places like HMV and Game and things like that, which is what we've got over here, they're the equivalent of things like Best Buy and Target. And the price of convenience is what you pay for buying on the high street in the UK. Well, now the price of convenience is so much closer to the price of online that you might as well just, you know, buy it in town. It's like I went in a HMV, they were doing 3 anime DVDs, as long as they were just films. You could buy 3 DVDs for £20, or
That's awesome.
you could buy 2 box sets for $25.
Wow, that's
And it's like,
crazy.
It's awesome because I'm just like, yes, I want everything, and it's like, but I can't afford everything.
You just can't afford everything like right off the bat. Yeah, that's kind of hard to do. It really is. Believe it or not, I used to go to Best Buy back in my high school days when I was living in Arizona, but now I live out in California now. And they had an entire aisle just dedicated to anime. Like
I remember when Best Buy used to have-
everything anime was just there. It was, you would have like Ghost in the Shell, you would have like Trigun, Dot Hack, Haruhi Suzumiya, Dragon Ball Z, Full Metal Panic. Oh my god, it was ridiculous.
We have 2 shelves.
That's pretty much what it is now here.
Yeah, pretty much is what it is over here now.
I mean,
It's-
there is FYE here in the States, and I know one a fair distance from where I live. They have quite a bit more of an anime selection, but they're rather expensive that I just don't bother with retail.
yeah,
I only
That's
shop
what-
at Right Stuff.
that's why I go to Right Stuff, because Right Stuff Anime is a great online store because they have everything anime, manga, a bit of merchandise, and they also sell hentai. they sell physical copies of hentai on DVD.
That's okay. I have J-List for that kind of stuff.
Ah, J-List. Yes.
Shout out to the guy who actually edits for J-List. He followed me on Twitter.
For
Nice.
real?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, J-List is great. I follow them on Facebook all the time, and they post some really, really corny shit. They really do. Crazy J-List.
Oh yeah. Oh, that,
Um,
but like speaking of like the whole price shift thing again, imports are now like now that everything's sort of stabilized a bit, it's actually cheaper to import some stuff than it is to buy it over here.
there is, yeah. There really is. Depending on
Um,
where you live at, of course.
Apart from One Punch Man, because I'm not paying almost $30 for 2 episodes. It's like I can't afford to buy like 6 separate DVDs and have them shipped and have to pay import duty. It's like, no, I'm going to wait until the box set comes out and then I'm
Yeah.
going to import it like via PlayAsia or JList or CDJ1999.jp. They're a fantastic site because they have stuff that is not shipped by JList.
Oh, that's
and
that's
also
pretty
by PlayAsia. So like they're really good. Like if you think of something that's like, oh, it's region locked to Japan, no, they have it and they export it.
which is good.
Hmm.
What's nice about like Amazon, because like I own 2 Japanese CDs, and thank God that CDs don't have a region coding, because they're nothing more than just audio files.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's not like if I were to buy another Miku CD, then I wouldn't have to worry about it, because all I have to do is put the CD in the disk drive and rip it to iTunes, and I'm good to go. That's all you got to do.
This is exactly why I bought a big PC case. I've got 2 disk drives. I've got a Blu-ray reader burner as well as just a normal DVD drive.
Oh hell yeah, man! There you
And
go.
like you could just go out and buy a regular DVD drive for like, I think they're like $12 you can get them for now, if
Oh,
that.
there you go.
So like you can literally just be like, okay, region 1, region 2, region 6, and you're
Yeah.
covered.
Here in the U.S., we call them region A, B, and C.
And we
That's
use numbers
for
too.
Blu-ray. A, B, and C
Yeah.
is Blu-ray, and then number regions is DVD.
That's DVDs, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because I got because when I first started selling projects on DVD and Blu-ray, oh my god, that was such a hassle. It was like, oh okay, you live in that country, so it's region 2, but I got to make sure it's CCAM and not PAL. It's like, oh, you live in the US, okay, now I got to convert it to NTSC and then region 1 the disc when I burn it and things like that.
Right.
It's a mess. I have labels on all of my drives now, so it's like Japan, America, everything else.
That is
Yeah,
awesome.
That's true. That is true. All right. Well, guys, unfortunately, we are going to have to end the stream now due to the fact that I am swamped and Shadow has to get ready for Geek News.
Mhm.
So it was good seeing you guys. Thank you all for joining me in the chat. Even though we got 4 dislikes, I can care less. It's just a stream. It's nothing special.
We're just having fun.
Yep. All for all of you 100 subscribers, which you guys are fucking awesome. Fantastic. All right, guys. It was good seeing you, and we'll do it. I'll have another stream going next weekend. Hopefully, I don't have any plans, but if I do, then I'll delay it for another time. So this is Anime Atlas, Shadow Blazer, and Ben signing out.